Welcome to the channel. Here comes a reaction video here to John MacArthur's video here. How do I know if I am saved? John MacArthur. And there is a woman here that will ask him some questions, and I shall start the video now.
Yes.
Thank you for answering my questions. My name is Joy.
Hi, Joy.
And it's an answer to prayer to be here. So here they are. 3 real quick questions.
Okay.
A little complicated. How do I know if I am saved if I have blasphemous thoughts? Should I be taking communion if I am not sure if I am saved?
I focus here on the second question here. She doesn't even know if she is saved here. She said, should she take communion if she is not sure that she is saved? And then the next question comes here.
If I am not chosen, would I even care about being saved?
And she don't know if she is chosen to. Should she then even care about being saved? So here is a woman, and she asks 3 questions. And I focus now on the 2 last questions here. She don't know if she is saved. She asks about the communion. Should she take communion if she is not sure if she is saved? And then is she chosen? Okay. This woman need John 3:16. Of course she is chosen. Jesus died on the cross for her, for everyone in this video here, and for every human being. For you that listen to the video here, and for everyone. So she needs direction. How to say? She need to know Jesus. It seems like she doesn't know Jesus. This woman, she has not received Jesus yet. But listen to his answer now. Then, what does he say, John MacArthur, to her and to comfort her?
Really good questions, Joy. You have a
Really good questions. Ooh. But then, what is the answer?
wonderful name, but sometimes it's hard to live up to, isn't it? I mean, how would you like to be named Joy and have to always be assumed to be possessing all of that? I can hear the cry of your heart, Joy. I want to make it as simple as I can. The fact that you are asking these questions is evidence of the work of God in your heart. It is evidence of your desire for Him and for salvation and to know Him. That is evident there. The
Desire for salvation, he says. Evidence for desire for salvation. He not say, this is evidence that you know Jesus. This is evidence that you are saved. He said, this is evidence like you have a desire, like that. It's a very important word, desire here.
The fact that you would stand up in front of all of us and unbear your heart in such a sweet and honest way is evidence of the hunger of your heart to know Him, and I think that's what you're essentially saying.
Hunger of your heart to know Him. He not say that, yeah, it seems like you know Jesus, seems like you have met Jesus. No, it's about the hunger of your heart to know Him. So it seems like he mean that she doesn't know Jesus yet.
The way you know that you are saved is by your desire. Do you desire to know God?
Yes.
Do you desire that?
He could say, do you know God? Not say, do you have a desire to know God? It's not the same thing. Do you know God?
He would know you and love you.
Do you desire that He would know you and love you? Why not ask, do you love Jesus, or have you met Jesus, or something like that. He said, do you desire that he would know you and love you? It's a strange way to say it. Why not just say it straight out? Or why not be more specific and clear? Liksom, have you met Jesus? Do you love Jesus?
Yes.
Do you desire to love him?
Yes.
Do you desire to love him? Why not ask, do you love him? Yeah, it's a strange way to put it like that, with the word desire.
Desire to honor him?
Yes.
Do you honor him would be better. Have you met him?
Do you desire to obey his word?
I do, but I
Do you desire to obey his word? Yeah, it's also a strange way to put it.
I can't do it on my own strength.
Well, of course not. Join the club. And that's why we're all here. This is the same with all of us. It's all of grace, isn't it? It's all of grace. The Apostle Paul in Romans 7 helps us, because this is the Apostle Paul. This is the one that we would elevate as the supreme example of a Christian. And he says, he calls himself a wretched man because he says, I do what I don't want to do and I don't do what I want to do. He said, there is a principle in me that loves the law of God, but I see another principle in me warring against the principle of my mind, and it's the principle of my flesh, and it causes me to do the very opposite of the things I want to do. And he says, oh, wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from the body of this death? And that's a very interesting illustration. One of the ways that murderers were punished in the ancient world was that the victim that they had murdered was strapped to their body. And eventually the decay from the corpse would destroy them. Paul feels, even though he's a believer, that he's got the dead body of his sinful nature still tied to him. So what you're saying to me is essentially the same cry that came out of the noblest of all Christians. And that very cry is evidence of the work of God in your heart, that you desire to know God, to be loved by God, to love God, to honor God, to obey God, and that you know you can't, is a statement of a genuine believer, because you recognize that you aren't everything you should be, and you are utterly dependent upon God himself and upon the Holy Spirit. That's true of your salvation. You can't save yourself and you can't sanctify yourself. So you're where all honest Christians live. You're saying, I'm not what I want to be, but I know what I want to be. I'm not what I ought to be, but I know what I ought to be. It's about direction. It's about affection. It's about love. And we've talked about that recently when Jesus was restoring Peter. In John 21, he said 3 times, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? And Peter had been caught in disobedience again. And yet he said, Lord, you know me, you know I love you. Then feed my sheep. He accepted the failing life of Peter, the tendency to be disobedient, and even maybe to have ungodly thoughts, which is just part of that remaining sin nature. But he accepted that man, and he accepts all of us if we love him, and calls on us to love him more. So you don't want to evaluate the character of your salvation by your failures. You want to assess the genuineness of your salvation by your desires, by what you love, what you long for, what you want. And you're here. And that says everything. This is not a place for people running from God. This is a place for people running to him. But asking the question is important. The purest joy to kind of play on your name a little bit, the purest joy in the Christian life comes when we are obeying Him, loving Him, serving Him, worshiping Him. That's when we enjoy the most assurance. Security is one thing. Security means that I am saved and He will keep me until I see Him face to face. I'm secure in Him. That's not assurance. Assurance is the confidence I have in my mind of my salvation. Many people are saved, they're secured by God in that salvation, but they don't always have the assurance. Why do we struggle with assurance? Because we know our weakness, because we know our temptations, because we know we're not what we ought to be. Sometimes because we fall into a pattern of sin and we lose our assurance. Sometimes because perhaps we have been taught wrongly that you might do something that cause you to lose your salvation, and that generates a certain amount of fear. But to go back to the main point, the very desire of your heart is the evidence of the work of God in your life, because unregenerate enemies of God don't have those desires. Okay? Does that help?
Thank you.
Thank you, Joy.
It's a strange way to put it like that, about the desire. Of course, if we receive Jesus in our lives, then we have a desire to read the Word, and we love the Word, and we love God. If we receive Jesus, then we want to do God's will, and we want to read the Bible. But some people can also, a non-Christian can push themselves to read the Bible and go to church. So it's a strange way to put it, that the desire is the thing that determines if a person is saved or not. This woman here, she doesn't know if she is saved. And he gives a very long answer, and he does not help her to find Jesus with his answer, actually. He should have given another answer. Like, okay, pray to Jesus that you get saved. He could say to that woman in the audience there. Pray, Jesus, I need you in my life, Jesus. Save me, Jesus. That prayer she needs to pray. Because she didn't even know if she was saved. So, yeah. And then the ministry is called Grace to You. And it's a little bit strange name when they preach like this. Then. Because she said, is she elected? she don't even know if she is elected. And he said, good question. Because Jesus died for everyone, of course she is elected. From our perspective, anyone could be saved like that. We should be open-minded about that. And then God knows the future. God knows who will accept or not. But the Bible is very clear that we should have open mind about this and try to reach people. So, thank you for listening to the video.